Hey, what's up, guys? It's Scar here from theScore eSports here with Dardoch after a 2-0 win. I have to ask, how do you feel, man?
I feel all right. Like good that we got the win, but upset at how sloppy the games were.
Um, I have to ask, like, what made them sloppy? I thought that you get like the first game you built a comp around Rengar. Second game, you guys had like a Trist, maybe not protect the Trist comp, but you guys had the comp where you were like, I thought I could very cleanly close out the game. What was the biggest problem with closing out the games in both the game one and game two?
The biggest problem game one was that we didn't realize like even though we're the Rengar comp with the Zillion, we still need to let them come into us. And there were multiple times. Like I think I wasted like maybe like 5, 6, maybe even like 7 or 8 ultis just running at them, and then they would just place a pink and run away. And the last game, I think we shut down communication and we got caught a bunch mid game randomly. Like Sam died 1v1 to Jax, and then we got caught a lot mid by the Victor. But yeah, we just had a better comp and we were smarter.
About the first game, I noticed that there's only one jungle ban in the entire draft. The Rek'Sai got banned, and then Hard early picked Elise. Was that like your idea once you saw that you're like, oh, we can pick Rengar here, or did you expect like such an early Elise from that team?
We definitely expected Elise, and we were waiting for because we knew his champion pool outside of Rek'Sai was. I mean, he played Kha'Zix, but that doesn't really count. But we knew it was going to be Elise or Gragas. So as soon as he showed Elise, I was like, okay, Rengar's fine here.
Okay, so one of the things I've noticed is that Matt's really good on range supports, but outside the Bard, he can't really initiate, and top lane's slowly moving away from tanks. It's moving more toward damage threats. So a lot of the initiation, like I guess, carry role falls to you. Is that something that puts more pressure on you during the games? Like in both games today, I saw you had to initiate multiple times on Rengar. Yeah, I know you missed a lot, but even on the Elise game, I saw you flashing over walls, flash queuing literally on cooldown to get fights started. How do you feel about that like position and that responsibility?
I I'm fine under the pressure of initiating because like last split, I think my best champions were like Gragas and Lee, and I would always make those like flash plays on them like without stress because I've done it so much throughout my career. And yeah, I'm fine being. I actually prefer being the initiator, just not on Rengar and Elise.
All right, fair enough, fair enough. I have to ask though. There's been a lot of controversy in the past about you. Recently, you were said to be suspended from TL, and Moon moved in for a couple weeks, and then they decided, oh, they're going to stick with you for the rest of the season. Can you give me some kind of background on that, and then kind of like what kind of separates you from Moon, and why they decided to stick with you?
Well, the suspension was just I had a lot of attitude problems, and we were clashing a lot as a team mainly between me, Loco, and Piglet. We were arguing a lot based on like me and Piglet thought, or me, Piglet, and Loco all had different ideas on how the game was supposed to be played. And yeah, I'm still really young, so I'm still immature about it, and it branched down to like toxic arguments that didn't have any like there was no moral of the story at the end of the arguments. It was just like we're just yelling at each other to yell. And then yeah, I think I just needed some time off, and then I took like that 2 week break with TLA, and yeah, I'm in a much better spot now mentally.
So you think the timeout helped you out a lot? And again, sorry, going back to the question, like, what did you think of Moon, and how did you think he kind of performed with the team? Not even just on stage, just like in your absence.
I think everyone kind of likes to shit on Moon for no reason. Like I think he is. I mean, based on like I'm gonna bring up the scrim meme again, but yeah, he plays really well in scrims, like arguably just as good as me, if not better. But yeah, he chokes on stage, and the main difference between me and him is just I have way better communication.
Okay. What do you consider to be like kind of your team's strengths and weaknesses right now? You guys technically are like kind of an old roster. You guys have been together since last season. Like so you kind of should, I feel like, have a style. And I'm not quite sure what it is when I look at you guys. So I want you to try to explain to me what you think, or what you think you guys should be.
Well, we were the Piglet 1v9 team last split where it was just like, yeah, Dardoch got an early advantage in the jungle, so he's going to use it for bottom lane. And then Phoenix got an advantage, he's going to use it for bottom lane. Samson's going to TP on cooldown to bottom. Like, we were that team. And then every week, at the beginning of every week, we were like, okay, Sam, because Sam Lorlo was the carry top laner, and he always was like known for his Riven, his Aurelia, stuff like that. We would start every week basically asking him, what carry champion do you want to play? And then he would say this, this, and this, and then we'd play it. It would go poorly, and then we just stick him on a tank again. So like this because carries are more prominent in this meta, we have to change styles because playing around bottom lane isn't an option anymore. With the RNG of dragons, like last game we got 3 clouds into a mountain. Like I can't play around bottom with that. So we have to play around Rift and the top 2v2 now. So even though we're an old team, we're changing really heavily stylistically.
Would you say that adds to a lot of your, like, I guess, current in-game sloppiness is because you guys are trying to find another style again?
I don't think why we're sloppy in game is because of our style. I think it's just we're still pretty tilty players.
I mean, I kind of saw that. Like, you guys, game team against CLG wasn't a very good game for you guys. How do you guys, like, recover moving forward? Like, you guys say you're tilty players. You're still trying to find, like, a way to pressure top lane, like change up your style. Like, what's in the future for you guys? What are you guys looking to prepare for?
I think for the future, we're just gonna I think everyone just has to just anchor themselves and not tilt really hard. And that says, like, I speak for myself as well because I definitely tilted in the CLG game 2. But I mean, if we all just realize that our actions aren't like the same as our words, because everyone says, like, obviously, like, I want to win really badly, then if we just act that way and put in the work, then I'm sure we will be fine for the split.
So after the aftermath of you leaving and coming back, is your team feel like a lot more like a team? Like, are you guys working together very well? Or are there maybe some lingering thoughts about, like, what could have happened?
I mean, I definitely still have those thoughts on, like, what could I have done if I didn't stay on the team. But we definitely, I think they feel more as a team than when they did with Moon, obviously. But it still doesn't feel like it was like last split in playoffs.
Okay. Any last words for, I know a lot of people give you a lot of shit. Do you have anything you want to say to your fans, to your haters? Just anything at the very end.
I mean, whether you're a fan or a hater, like, Twitch viewers are Twitch viewers, I guess. But for the fans, thanks for supporting me and thanks for supporting my team.
All right, we heard the man yourself. Whether you're a fan or hater, he does exist, and he's doing really well in the LCS, or will be doing very well in the LCS very shortly. This is Scarra here from theScore eSports. You can find more content online or on our mobile app. Thank you guys. I hope you guys have a nice day.